is no exception.
Good morning, Philippines.
Good morning, Northern Luzon.
Today is November 14, 2019, and you are watching the
International News Center. We are your anchor for today's event. I'm Alan Asherda.
And I'm Lian Madarang.
And for the details.
Impeachment hearing against the U.S. President Trump commenced. We have the INC reporter, Ryan Catalor. Ryan?
The hearing was the first public display of allegations against President Donald Trump that he abused his powers to seek political favors from the Ukrainian government. Democrats extracted helpful answers from Taylor and Kent that they'll surely use if they start drafting articles of impeachment against the president. Republicans also landed some punches, needing both weakness over their lack of direct contact with Trump. But other players, scheduled to tell their stories on the Capitol Hill, had direct contact with Trump, raising the stakes for their testimony.
UK General Election 2019 poll tracker latest polling results and all. We have INC reporter Ellie Domingo. Ellie?
UK General Election 2019 poll tracker, latest polling results and ads. The latest general election ads for the Conservatives, Labour, Liberal Democrats, Brexit Party, and more. Brits will hit in the polls in December, but how are the parties predicted to get on? The general election takes place on December 12, and as candidates take to the streets to campaign, there's already speculation over how they will do when it comes to the vote. Opinion polls can give us an insight into what might happen on the night, but they are ever changing, which is why we're tracking the latest odds right there. The Conservative Party has seen a surge of support late in the year, while Labour has been struggling to compete with the resurgent Liberal Democrats. Meanwhile, in a boost for the Tories, Nigel Farage has announced that the Brexit Party will not be standing candidates in more than 300 of the 600 constituents he had originally targeted. But the Labour's John McDonnell believes that the moves to stand out Brexit Party candidate public spoon by Conservative in 2017 will actually lead to more powerful voting about Labour. At the end, in the election, the two main political parties received 84% of the vote across the country. But after a turbulent year, and the Commons and with Brexit at the forefront of voters' mind, that percentage could dramatically drop. Ellie Domingo, reporting. Police searching for son of a man found murdered in Yokosuka apartment. We have INC reporter Charles Gonzalez. Charles?
Arigato, Lian-san. Ohayo gozaimasu, Mina. Police are looking for a man whose 61 years old father was found murdered in their apartment in Yokosuka, Kanagawa Prefecture last week. Police said the victim, Koniko Kiyosaka, had a dozen stab wounds on his upper body and had been dead for at least 2 weeks. Kiyosawa lived with his son who is in 20s. However, police have been unable to get in touch with him. Kiyosawa's body was found by police at incoming moisture that squeezed out copious amounts of rainfall which could receive for higher amounts. The most likely spot for orographically induced higher totals in the Akashi and Kiso mountains, especially in southern area. Nearby around 4 p.m. last Thursday, police were contacted around 1:30 p.m. by the parking lot manager who told them he was concerned and not having seen Kiyosawa, who was behind in paying for his current spot for some time. Police then entered the locked 4th floor apartment and found the body. Charles Gonzalez, INC reporter.
3 arrested for hurting police officer at St. James Power Station. We have INC reporter Alex Reynolds and
The incident occurred at 4:30 a.m. at Envy Dance Club at St. James Power Station. Later, it's added that his injured staff are recovering well. This is one of the 4 recent incidents where police officers have been hurt or subjected to abuse language in their line of duty, resulting in a total of 6 arrests. The police said they have zero tolerance towards such act of violence. Those found guilty of voluntary causing hurt to a public servant in the discharge of duty can be jailed up to 7 years.
Hong Kong Police Number 2, Chris Tang, expected to take over as city's top cop next week. We have INC reporter Laika Kulima. Laika.
The Junior Police Officers Association or JPOA, which represent 80% of the force, has argued Tang to make pushing for a law against insulting public officers his first priority. Pan Democrats said restoring public confidence in the force must be the new chief's main priority, with police under fire for allegation of uncontrolled brutality. Members of the pro-Beijing camp praised Tang for his humility and iron fist against crime and acknowledged that he had his work cut out for him battling anti-government protesters. They also expected him to restore the police force's good reputation. This is Laika Kolima reporting.
24 years old lone suicide bomber died in attack on police headquarters in Indonesia, Sweden. We have INC reporter Jessa Gabulo. Jessa.
4-year-old lone wolf suicide bomber died and 6 people were injured when he blew himself up at the police headquarters in the Indonesian city of Medan on Wednesday, November 13. National Police spokesman Dedi Prasetyo said, "The attacker has been identified. Based on our preliminary investigation, he was a lone wolf," Mr. Dedi told. The bombing happened on Wednesday morning when the perpetrator allegedly walked into the compound at around 8:40 a.m. after a police morning briefing and then blew himself up in a parking lot near a building where certificates of clearance, known as SKCK, are processed. We still don't know if it was a high explosive. The team is working with INAFIS, or the Indonesia Automatic Fingerprint Identification System, and Forensic Laboratory to examine the crime scene. Another National Police spokesman, Inspector General Muhammad Iqbal, said he added that the suicide bomber was killed while the 6 people, 5 police officers, and 1 civilian were injured and several vehicles were damaged. The police and the Anti-Terrorism Squad Special Detachment 88 are investigating the incident, including looking into which group might be behind the attack, Inspector General Iqbal said. Police are investigating 3 members of the suicide bomber's family, including his cousin, and have begun looking into the bomber's activities after finding nothing when ransacking his parents' house in Say Puti Barat village in the Medan Petisa sub-district in Medan, said North Sumatra Police spokesman Tatan Dirsan Atmaja. This is Jasmine Sigabuyo reporting.
Malaysia High Court orders Najib to enter defense over $13.8 million SRC case. We have INC reporter Wyler Domingo. Wyler.
Former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak has been ordered by the High Court to enter his defense for 7 charges in the SRC international trial involving the misappropriation of $13.8 million in SRC funds. High Court Judge Justice Mod Nazan Mod Ghazali made the order after ruling that the prosecution had proven a prima facie case against the Pecan MP. He has chosen to give sworn evidence in his defense trial. This would mean that Najib is subjected to cross-examination by the prosecution. And this is Wyler Domingo, INC News reporting.
Thailand unveils anti-fake news center to police the internet. We have the INC reporter Marlu Daniel. Marlu.
Thank you, Alan. Thailand unveils anti-fake news center to police internet. The Digital Economy and Society, or DES, Ministry aims to spread 60 million baht on running its much-touted anti-fake news center. In fiscal 200 and will work with 200 organizations and the Police Cyber Task Force, or PCT, to combat disinformation. Spreading online, the center was formally launched by DAS Minister Budipongs Punakanta at the TOT head office in Laksay District. Mr. Punakanta broadly defined fake news as a viral online content that misleads people or damages the country's image. He also said that the center will only verify the truth and give feedback to citizens. We did not establish the center to support any specific partners or violate citizens' right of expression. Fake news could have a massive impact on Thailand, which has 57 million internet users. AI and human workers will look at the top 10 to 20 most shared news items or message on social media platforms, including FB, Google, YouTube, and Twitter. The public can send information via the center's channels on FB, Line and Twitter, or the use of website www.antifakenewscenter.com. Deputy Police Chief SWAT Jang Yud-suk said the PCT was set up to work with the Anti-Fake News Center. He said the PCT will accept complaints about crimes committed through social media and online channels. Back to you guys.
Korean police lead in Burmese. Security through K-pop police. We have an IT reporter, Jaymar Adam. Jaymar.
Thank you, Rian. The Korean National Police Agency hosts the International Police Summit Seoul 2019 with police chiefs from 30 countries around the world on the margins of the 74th celebration of Police Day. The summit will discuss global partnership for smart policy on the advent of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The event is possible owing to Korean police efforts to contribute to international policy. The Korean police have been actively pursuing the K-Cap Wave initiative that recognizes the importance of international cooperation to cope with the cross-border crimes. The outcomes of the initiatives, which strengthens partnership with local police by providing them with excellent policing skills, top-notch equipment, and the effective system of the Korean police, have been noted all over the world. Outstanding success has also been seen at resolving international crimes and the protection of overseas Koreans due to international police cooperation through the K-Cap Wave. Korean police and Malaysian police worked together to quickly arrest and extradite 37 Koreans who ran an illegal online gambling site in Malaysia in July. Another good example was the one-time extradition of 47 Korean fugitives in the Philippines, which was reported as Korean convict on December 2017. A notable decrease in Korean victimization should be compared as well as to the previous 10 or more murder cases of Korean nationals per year in the Philippines.
Ilang mambabatas, agbayalde dapat pa rin managot sa isyong ninja ka.
Tinalaga si Oscar Alvealde batay sa perceptions ng Pangulo noong April 2018. Ang pinagkakatiwalaang COP ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na si Ronaldo de la Rosa ay bumaba at kailangan niyang pumili ng isang punong pulis ng mabilisan. Nasa gitna sila ng isang digmaan upang matalo ang droga, krimen at katiwalian. At nangangailangan siya ng isang karapat-dapat na kahalili upang mamuno sa 190,000 malakas na pwersa ng pulisya. Ilang mambabatas, sinasabing si Alvealde dapat pa rin ang managot sa isyu ng mga ninja cops. Nagbitiw na nitong Lunes, ika-14 ng Oktubre, si Philippine National Police Chief Oscar Alvealde sa gitna ng issue tungkol sa ninja cops o mga tiwaling pulis na sangkot sa pagre-recycle ng droga. Gayunman, nanindigan ng ilang mababatas na dapat pa rin harapin ni Alvealde ang kontrobersiyang ibinabato laban sa kanila. Sa flag raising ceremony ng Philippine National Police, sinabi ng dating hepe na sasailalim siya non-duty status, hudyat na aalis na siya sa kanyang pwesto. After careful thought and deliberation, I have come to the decision to relinquish my post as Chief PNP effective today and go on non-duty status, anya. Nakatakda sanang magretiro si Alvealde sa ika-8 ng Nobyembre, 1 taon at 6 na buwang umupo si Alvealde bilang ika-22 hepe ng PNP. Ninja moves? Pero kahit paman nagbitaw si Alvealde sa pwesto, nanindigan ng ilang mambabatas na dapat pa rin itong managot sa kontrobersiya sa ninja cops. Apart from his resignation, General Alvealde should be held accountable and not be allowed to let the issue of the ninja cops quiet down and be recycled into another post. Ayon kay Alliance of Concerned Teachers Republic, Franz Castro, para kay Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, dapat pa rin harapin ni Alvealde ang mga kasong posibleng isang palaban sa kanila. He, Alvealde, and all the rest should be charged for at the very least, enriching themselves using their government office regardless of their having resigned, anin Pangilinan. May pahayag din si Senator Lacson sa pagbibitiw ni Alvealde. his statements prior to his formal announcement today to relinquish command of the 190,000-strong police force have somehow diminished the redeeming value of this intent to spare the PNP from the so-called Ninja Cups. Controversies, Ani Lacson. Kilalanin ang mga posibleng maging PNP chief sa pagre-retiro ni Albayalde. Si Police Lieutenant General Archie Gamboa ang hahalili kay Albayalde bilang officer in charge ng PNP. Naging kaklase ni Albayalde si Gamboa sa Philippine Military Academy. Lumutang na ang pangalan ni National Capital Region Police Office Chief Guillermo Eleazar ng PNP Deputy Chief for Operation Lieutenant General Archie Gamboa at PNP Chief Director Staff Lieutenant General Camilo Cascolan sa mga posibleng humalili sa kanya. Ito po si Daniel Ferrer, nagbabalita.
More news will be revealed after this outbreak.
And that's all for today's 5 Minutes News.
To all my fellow communities, 40 days to go before Christmas. Once again, we are your anchor for today's event, Alana Sherda,
And Dian Madura, delivering the fresh and latest news.
to one's united direction. This is International News Center.